Hello everyone, today we'll take a look at the best smartwatches in the market for 2021. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I'll try to help you find the right one for your needs. To see the most up-to-date prices and find out more information about these smartwatches, you can check out the links in the description below. Before we start, I have a question for you guys. Which smartwatch are you using right now, and what is your opinion on it? Let me know in the comments. Number 5. Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2. Best for most people. Most of the fitness watches come with designs that make them look like alien technology or really out of place, and if you want a watch that'll look good on every occasion, I recommend you buy the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2. This watch may be costly, but it's excellent, coming in with a big and detailed display, nice rotating dial, tons of sensors, great battery life, and the design that'll fit in with every style. In terms of colours, it's available in aqua black, cloud silver, and pink gold, all of which look good, and the last thing you need to worry about is style with this device, since its round shape looks pretty much perfect with various attire. On the front part, it has a 1.2-inch Super AMOLED panel with a 360x360 resolution, and on the 44mm version you get a 1.4-inch panel. The digital dial is my favourite implementation though, as it delivers a pretty great experience. It's packed with a homegrown Exynos 91110 dual-core chipset with a clock speed of 1.15 GHz and 768 MB of RAM that delivers great performance overall. There's also the ECG sensor on top of its array of sensors that detects electrical activity and the rhythm of your heart perfectly. With a 2-day battery life that delivers durability, the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2 is one of the best in the market, without a doubt. Number 4. Apple Watch SE. Best value for iPhone users. The Apple Watch SE is a more affordable version of the Series 6 wearable. It makes lots of small trade-offs which shouldn't matter to most potential buyers in order to reach the lower price point. It's a true workout and smartphone companion that offers most of the features people want at a more palatable cost. The Series 6 is offered on a nice range of shades, including silver, space grey, gold, blue and red, but the SE is limited to silver, space grey and gold. Similarly, where the Series 6 comes in aluminium, stainless steel and titanium, the SE is only available in aluminium. When are you supposed to charge this thing? There's no point in the day where charging is a natural option, as charging overnight is, so you end up doing just little top-ups here and there. The Apple Watch SE display uses the same OLED display technology you'll see on the watch range, stretching right back to the first model. As mentioned above, it's larger than the Apple Watch 3 thanks to coming in at 40mm and 44mm sizes, and that's a really key reason why you'd plump for the Watch SE over the Watch 3. The Watch SE has a lower price, but you still get a lot of the high-end features of the Watch 6. It largely depends on how much you want an always-on display. Number 3. Samsung Galaxy Watch 3. Best for Android users. The Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 brings a rotating bezel, ECG monitoring and fall detection right to your wrist. It's the best Android lifestyle smartwatch you can get now. The bezel holds up a second time round but feels even better because Samsung slimmed down the Galaxy Watch 3. It's 8% smaller, 14% thinner and 15% lighter than the first Galaxy Watch. We're talking millimeters here, but when it comes to something you wear on your wrist, the difference is noticeable. The Samsung Galaxy Watch 3's 360x360 pixel screen is sharp, bright enough to see in direct sunlight, and always on. But that's not what caught my interest. Samsung's Tizen software still trails behind Apple's watchOS, but it is a significant improvement from Google's fickle Wear OS. Not only are the Galaxy Watch 3's various menus highly customizable and packed with useful apps, but launching and switching between them feels sharp too. The Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 can track 40 total activities, and 7 can be tracked automatically, meaning you won't always have to select what kind of exercise you're doing beforehand. The Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 is entering an increasingly crowded wearable market, and it really is one of the best smartwatches in the market. Number 2. Garmin Forerunner 945. Best sports smartwatch. Though Garmin has brought in a damage-resistant glass to add an extra layer of durability, that all weighs in at 50 grams in a design that's waterproof up to 50 meters. It's ever so slightly thinner than the 935, but not in a way that you're really going to notice, but it's still significantly less hulking to wear than a similar spec Phoenix. One thing you're not short on with this watch is capable features. Whether that's sports tracking or dishing out your phone notifications, it does that and a bit more. The 945 still covers those core activity modes, including running, golf, cycling, and swimming. Plus, for those who want to get more adventurous, there's navigation features galore. You'll also get new safety features like incident detection and assistance if you're out on your own, though these do require having your smartphone with you to put them to use. The 935 had brilliant battery life, whether you were making use of those sports tracking features or not. That doesn't really change with the 945. Garmin promises up to 2 weeks in smartwatch mode. If you're using the GPS and streaming music, you should get up to 10 hours. Ultimately, though, the Forerunner 945 is the most full-featured triathlon watch on the market today. Number 1. Apple Watch 6. Best for iPhone users. The Apple Watch Series 6 isn't much different from the Series 5, and the changes that matter most aren't necessarily the ones you can see. That said, you'll never complain when an already great smartwatch gets practical improvements like faster performance, longer battery life, and quicker charging. The sleep tracking feature could use work, but that's something Apple could potentially address through a software update. Physically, the Series 6 is all but identical to the Series 5. The always-on display is also 2.5 times brighter, 500 nits up from 200 on last year's model. Summer is already behind us, but the display was easily readable during afternoon runs and picnics on sunny days. The blood oxygen sensor works much like other medical gadgets you may have encountered. A pulse oximeter, which sends a combination of LED red and infrared light through the skin in your fingertip to detect the color of the blood, which signals saturation levels. With the exception of those few hardware changes, most of what makes the Series 6 feel different is watchOS 7, which will actually run on watches as old as the Series 3. But keep in mind you also need a device running iOS 14, which itself requires an iPhone 6S or newer. Despite my reservations with the blood oxygen detection, the Apple Watch Series 6 is the best smartwatch for the iPhone. Buying guide. Apps. One of the most important things that make smartwatches fun and useful is available apps. Most of the smartwatches out there have app stores in them that deliver a wide variety of apps you can use, and it's pretty similar to that of your smartphone, and companies are optimizing their apps for smartwatches and wearables. However, you won't find every single app in there, and it is wise to take a look at the app selection to see which apps are available for the smartwatch you plan on buying, and see if there are any that are in development. Battery life. Most smartwatches with color screens tend to last 1 to 2 days between charges, and sometimes less than 1 day, so you'll want to consider how often you're willing to keep plugging in your watch. Watches with voice capabilities won't last nearly as long when you use them as phones, but that's to be expected. The Apple Watch lasts about 18 hours of mixed use on a charge. Most smartwatches, including the Apple Watch and Samsung Gear Sport, use wireless charging, which is convenient. You don't have to plug your device directly into a charger. Instead, you lay it flat on a charging puck. Fitness tracking. Activity tracking is a big reason why people turn to smartwatches. An all-purpose timepiece should log your steps, calories, and workouts, and today's wearables have a built-in heart rate monitor at the very least. Many smartwatches also have GPS on board, which is useful for mapping runs and bike rides. Swimmers will want something water-resistant, and thankfully most all-purpose devices now can withstand at least a dunk in the pool.